YouTube land, what's up? It's your girl Makara from Cougar's Closet. How y'all doing tonight? So listen, y'all. I was sitting here and I was saying, dang, I haven't had a download in a minute. And something said, sit right there. You'll get one. So I sat maybe about 4 or 5 seconds at the max. Bam. There comes a download. Yeah. Oof. Y'all, so I hate being the bearer of bad news. Oh, how I hate it. But I got to say it. So here's the deal, right? I read for everyone across the world, so I have no idea who I'm reading for, but I know who I read for, and you know who I read for, and together we know who I read for. But there's something that has to come out here. There's a couple, right? Couples. Yeah, my eye itch. There's a couple, right? And this couple, right? Y'all, I lost my train of thought. Okay. These couples or this couple is stuck in a place of contentment while it's time to make the big move. Oh, I hate being the bearer of bad news. So there's this couple that's hanging on, and there's nothing to hang on to. You know it. I know it. This reading's for you then if you know there's nothing to hang on to. If he knows there's nothing to hang on to and she knows there's nothing to hang on to, why can't the both of you understand the thrill is gone? I kind of want to say that I'm talking to married couples, but then, I really can't say that because, if you follow, the law that I'm under, then for better or for worse, unless I say for life reasons that you have to get out of a divorce. But pretty much, you locked in. But then I want to say, under certain circumstances, I am talking to you if it's life threatening to you and your kids. And you have to, file the papers or whatever under certain, situations. I understand till death do us part, but for the most part, I understand. But then I like to think, on the other hand, I'm talking to a couple that's been together that really got more than like 20 plus years of engaged together. But they're not married, but they're like they're married. But somewhere somebody ain't getting no satisfaction. I don't know whose end this is on. It's like this. Every time I think I got it nailed, like she doing the shit, then it switch over. Then she out the way and you standing there, and then it switches back and forth. So I can't tell if it's more of pulling and tugging, or if it's more of the both of y'all. It's those two stories. It's a weird category. It's I know I'm not talking to everybody. This is a weird category. Like I'm driving up in your driveway with it, and it's like it's fighting every night. It's arguing every night. Can't nobody seem to make nobody happy. And I know it's been like this. I say the last 2 to 7 years. Something has unplugged the spark. Now let me say this. If you are, happy with your mate, you can just spruce it up. You ain't gotta go if y'all, on the edge of losing something, because you know what? I've seen stories where people be on the edge of something, losing something, and they grab, oh, baby, they was one was finna go off the cliff, and the other one drag them back. I'm not a hater by associations to this business at all. But I want to get this out here because this is the main focus why I really want to get this out here. Because this is a life-threatening issue that I'm bringing here to you tonight. If somebody don't pack up and get ready to go the other way, you are putting anywhere between a 10 to 25 lifespan on your life. And I'm talking to you because your heart is beating funny and it's beating off. I'm talking to you because your breathing is different. I'm talking to you because you're having sharp pains in your heart. Like all of this fussing and fighting and every time can't get around to the bottom of nothing. It's about to take you out of here, brother. It's about to take you out of here, sister. It's about to take y'all out of here, y'all. That's my focal point of this whole dynamic tonight. Like, sometimes whoever I'm talking about here, one of you don't even come home most of the time. You'll hang around work. You'll go to the bar and hang out. You'll go anywhere instead of going there. You'll wait till the mate is knocked out. Like, it's some real, to come home. Like, this is an ill story. Like, people are starting to look old, and you steady all of this arguing and fighting, steady putting more mileage to the new car. But see, this thing was running a tab before, way before. This thing was running a tab like this for about 2 or 3 years. That's then kicked in with what's going on now and what's going on where you stand every day. And things are taking a toll on people, on you. Bags under the eyes, skin looking all wrinkly and droopy, and clothes starting to hang off of you. I don't know if anybody told you how worthy you are. And don't get me wrong, I know people, that fall out of love and still have to stay with each other for the sake of convenience because it's stable. I understand that. But what I don't understand is when you stay together and you separate and you're roommates, why do both of you bring other people over knowing one is going to get jealous? Somebody ain't going to be able to handle that. It's off kilter. That's what I'm saying. 1 minute I think I got her. Then when I zoom in, then I got you. And when I zoom back in, it won't stop. I don't know who's doing it. But then, like I said, when I turn over here, both of y'all doing it. Like, some of y'all got some on the side and the other one know it. But for the sake of the convenience of living and staying in financial means and this and that, but 20 years, if y'all say it's over and you guys stay there for the sake of money or whatever, then you shouldn't be so disrespectful to one another. If you seeing somebody, step out, both of you. Until y'all can figure out how to go your separate ways. If you seeing somebody, when you go meet them at their place, get a hotel. Because things can happen. People think they over somebody and they next door company and next door folks getting butt naked and they standing there listening to the moaning and groaning and the flipping over and the splitting and the going down and coming back up. You know, some people can't take that kind of nonsense. And today, you know, they used to would bust up in a room fight. You know, they both seeing other people. The woman didn't trip, you know, when he had company that night. But then when she had company, he done bust in the room. This ain't right. You screwing him and I'm paying all the bills. You see what I'm saying? To avoid that, take the pleasure out of y'all not together no more. Especially if you trying to meet somebody else. Don't come ruin this young lady's or this young man's life with a conversation with I still got something going, I'm working on it, and we ain't together, but we stay together for the same. Listen, don't go messing up her life and she trying to be with you. Leave her out of that. See, it's blood on your hands all over this. It's blood all over this. It's blood all over this. Ooh, it's so messy. I don't even want any of it. Yeah. Maybe my sanitizer. It's too much blood all over it. So, you know, there comes a time, you know, I'm looking at the next 3 months. There comes a time where people just start evaluating. People gonna start doing the math, adding you up. You gonna start adding them up, seeing if they really worth what they worth. People gonna bag up and get something they can afford, something they can handle. People gonna let that high maintenance stuff go and let their mind run free. I can't afford that. What was I thinking about? Thinking I can afford that. People just gonna start looking at their own mistakes, manning up and woman up. It's just going to be something about you in the next 3 months. You just want to man up and own up. Yeah. And it could come a little bit before that. I'm thinking maybe 3 weeks before 3 months, it can start rolling in. Yeah. But this brings us to a level of evaluation for the month of May. You are going to be evaluating. I'm not saying you're going to make moves because I don't know what moves you have to make. You might have, you know, financial business tied up and you might have to sit down and think how that will hurt you if you make that move. So don't let me tell you, you know, get the packing, cause it ain't that easy to just go home with a U-Haul swinging on the back of your, you know, packing it up, pulling it off into the twilight zone. It ain't that easy. But for the month of May, you're going to be doing some heavy evaluating. You're going to be adding up the bag and seeing if you even got enough money for the bag, or if you can maybe afford the bag another year or two, or maybe you and the bag can turn around. You're going to be evaluating because you're getting to a point in your life where you're starting to understand your peace means more than money now. Oh, you didn't know that, huh? You didn't know your peace mean more than your money. You didn't know that? Baby, you better get involved. Oh, baby, I don't know where you hanging out at night, but you ain't been hanging out here. Some people gonna really look themselves in the face and say, I can't do this no more. Because you really can't. You know, there's some, you know, they're stuck in their ways. Well, I'm getting, you know, older. I ain't getting no younger, so I might as well just keep around. Shoot, look at me. I ain't gonna find nobody. You are who you say you are. And guess what? If you say that to me, I believe you. But see, if it was my conversation, I have a better deal on the table. You know what, player? You know what? I done tried this love thing. It ain't working. You know, I'd rather be by myself before I put up with all that crap going. Who knows? Maybe somebody might come in, and even if they don't come in, I'm all right with that. You know, you just gonna get to a point where you just you just got to do what you got to do now. You got to eat right now. You just gonna get to a point where you got to take your vitamins right now. You got to take your medicine right now. Dismiss me. You just gonna get to the point where you got to start drinking 3 bottles of water a day now. Baby, I'm bringing life to you. This is happening. You know, I'm not saying that y'all gonna break off. You might find yourself giving somebody the cold shoulder for a while you lean back because now you're looking at them. All of this is going on in the month of May. A lot of you are getting past the looking good. A lot of you are getting past the looking good for the people. But when we come home, that ain't what's going on. You know, so like I said, don't let me try to get it here and run your barbecue business. Don't let me run your barbecue business. But you are gonna be doing some evaluating. That's what's rolling in for the month of May because see, you on this path of waking up. And see now you starting to understand peace and you starting to understand energy more and better and you starting to understand vibe more and you starting to understand yourself more and you get to a level where you're doing some cleaning around there, some spiritual purging and cleaning around the house as well, throwing away stuff you just don't need down there and up there, just throwing away stuff you don't need. And if stuff is draining too much of your energy source, you want to shut it off. You want to snatch it off the wall. You want to hit the off button. You want it off. If you looking at if things ain't serving you no purpose and ain't nobody serving you no purpose, they can get to moving. That's what you're looking at. Oh, baby, the picture coming to you for the month of May, baby. The picture coming rolling in your face. You ain't even got to go out looking for no picture. You ain't got to go out, baby. The picture rolling into your face. Yeah. So, back to my focal point, right? This is a health concern. I mean, it's serious. Like y'all got all kind of different type of abuses going on to where either y'all screaming at each other all day, running your blood pressure up, making your blood vessels want to pop. Y'all doing all that kind of carrying on. Or it's abuse where the other one ain't coming home, got somebody and staying all night and this and that, and leaving from their house, going to work and all of this crap. Like y'all got different layers of different types. It's so many types of abuse going on. Ain't giving nobody no money, but you was taking care of everything at first, but then you stopped. She ain't had to go to work because you been when you was happy, you had $1,000, $500 rolling. Here, baby, here go $200. Hey, baby, here go $20. Here, baby, going down to the bar, you know, and go down to the bar in the hood, baby, and go down there and stun on them with $25, and you could stun on them and front a little bit more with the $25, you know. But I don't know how you gonna work that out, but I know it's coming. So I wanted to get on here and prepare you for this because this is some of y'all might be evaluating it, but and y'all might be making a move, but some of y'all might not even make a move for 3 years. It's something about these threes. Threes is going down. Whatever this situation is rolling in threes. Even the method when it rains, it pours. When it's poured down, it's gonna pour down in threes. Like when you have problems, you're gonna have problems in threes for some reason. Hell, go to the lottery and see if 3-3, anything with 3-3 do something for you. I don't know. It's something about these threes. Like even if you get on a winning streak, you're gonna win in threes. You know what I'm saying? Like if you comfortable, you're gonna be comfortable in threes. You know, it's something about these different dimension threes of, you know, the physical, the spiritual, you know, the mental, the financial, all of it. You know, you're gonna be comfortable in threes. I don't know why, but things are rolling in threes. Yeah, that's what's going on. So I want you to just look at it. Some of y'all gonna really turn an eye on some things. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be somebody. It could be something. It could be some situation. Some of you might want to go on a higher learning. It might be some type of yoga prayer kick meeting you putting together. I don't know what you over there doing. But like you to the point where you starting to get ready to, baby, you walking in the door, you taking out the trash. But what I like about this scenario though, right? When it break off, I don't think it's gonna break off in such a bad way. I mean, eventually it's gonna have to break off. I mean, I hate to crash your dream. I mean, other than the ones that are just gonna be able to work it out, you know. But when it finally break off, I got a feeling, you know, it might be a tear to shed, or can't let go for a second and hang out for a little bit, come sleep over a little bit, you know, but just feeling a void or something. But I don't feel it's gonna be no ill feelings involved. I don't know why I feel like that, but I get the feeling that it's gonna break off nice. Because this is a different type of understanding. Y'all really did love, you know, y'all really did teach, you know, y'all really did heal. You know, y'all really did learn, y'all really did earn. You know, but we just couldn't make it. I ain't got nothing bad to say about you. You ain't got nothing bad to say about me. It's gonna be a learning experience of a lifetime. Because when both of you break off, and when you do run into that person, like you gonna be so much more of what you were because of that man or that woman back there. And so that means you can run this all the way. You can run this all the way down the road, buddy. It ain't even no ending. You know. Oh well. Back to my focal point. So that's why I wanted to get on here, because this is kind of bringing an ill feeling on, like, because people don't believe that you can die of stress. People don't really believe that. People don't believe one day something just clunk out all at once. No warning, no nothing. People don't believe stress will carry you out of here faster than anything else. Especially if you are not venting it out. You know, it's one thing to get stressed out, and then there's another thing not to air the stress out. You know, whatever that means. Like, some of the men, they gonna find themselves like not wanting to play games no more. Not wanting to play games because I realize I really love you. Or not wanting to play games because I'm tired of playing with your heart. All the while they getting ready for something else. They don't even know they moving this out the way, not that expecting something else that works. Don't even know why they moving this stuff out the way. Getting ready for something. What are you getting ready for? For the month of May, people some just gonna hit them, and they just gonna want a man or woman up. Or they gonna want to step to the challenge. They gonna want to step to the mic all of a sudden. Like, people are getting tired of walking with these heavy bags all the way down, from their breast all the way down to their feet. Just trash bags and trash bags, heavy loads of hate, heavy loads of jealousy, heavy loads of envy, heavy loads of confusion, heavy loads of fear, heavy loads of scare, heavy loads of worry, heavy loads of anger. People getting tired of toting all of these bags where folks just want to drop the bags and walk off, and they gonna be getting to that, because I'm telling you, you need to get to that. If that ain't your focus in May, drop me something and tell me I'm wrong. You're a bad mama jamma.